Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to Millennial Farms. Thanks for jumping in today. Guys, we've got some soybeans to take care of today. We've got a bunch of soybeans, roughly 40 acres of soybeans. Well, you can kind of see here these two fields. So that's going to be what we're taking care of. If you missed it yesterday, well, we took care of a whole schwack load of corn. We cut this whole field. You can see kind of on the horizon there. That was 100 acres, 103 acres of corn. Guys, if you missed that, go check out the video. This is a live stream. We streamed that whole harvest. Make sure the card is up in the top right-hand corner, up that way there. You guys can go check that out. That way or this way? I guess it's this way. Anyways, go check that out. That was a massive harvest. 103 acres of corn harvested. But today, guys, we've got money beans. We've got some soybeans. Finally dried out enough on this side over here. I think we've got some more fields of soy just across the road. It looks a bit wet still, so we're not getting into that. But today, soybeans, here we go. Let's do this thing. Bitter batter. Look at them all coming up, guys. This is great. We've got tons of beans coming up right now. The yield looks decent on them. There's a couple wet spots still, but I'm kind of early this year. We're a little bit early into this field, but we'll take what we can get. It has to happen. We need to get started because we got, you know what, I'm doing this a little bit backwards, to be perfectly honest. We're starting on the fields closest to our farm, as you can see, but we've got a bunch of fields that are on the opposite side that are a bit of a trek. They're going to be a little more work, so I kind of want to get done what I can get done when I can get it done. That makes sense.
Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it.
Yeah, the 9870's been working pretty hard, folks. We've been working this thing pretty hard. I think someone's trying to tell me something. Okay, fine, I get it. We'll give it a, we'll rinse it down. Yeah, this has to happen, I suppose, every once in a while. I mean, it doesn't usually happen on my farm, I'm not gonna lie, but at least we're getting something done with this. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Well, just a little bit, I think. So, what are we doing today? Well, like I said, we got some soybeans to get off. We got to get rid of this corn header. This corn header's got to come off. We've got the bean header over there with that air system. It's sitting right there. We got to get that transferred over. I got to move these headers around. So, we'll be taking care of that. That's going to be the start of things. Now, the way we got to move things around is a little bit different. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I would absolutely love to use the little the John Deere skid steer to move those headers around. Unfortunately, the skid steer doesn't have the power to handle any of the headers that I'm running. So that's the thing. So instead we'll use, well, we got the 6R right here. We'll use the 6R to take care of that. And I'll show you how we're gonna do that. It's a little Mickey Mouse, to say the least, but you know what, it gets the job done. To start with, we're gonna need to do a little adapter on adapter action of sorts here.
It's looking spicy.
Yeah, we've got a couple different adapter things. This was an adapter that's gonna switch us out and allow us to connect to, well, the cutter connector tool, which is kind of designed for a telehandler, I believe. That's the one on front. Let me see if I can just drag this out of here. Come on, out. There we go. So on front, this is an adapter essentially that connects to any of our cutter tools. But I believe it's designed for a telehandler is what the original design for. So these hooks that you can kind of see come over the top, they don't fit on our front loader here. They will not fit onto that properly. So this little adapter that's on front of this is, well, you can see there's like extra little hooks there. So there's a hook that goes on top that's kind of the darker black. And then underneath, there's some more hooks that go, and that fits onto the... Anyways, you guys get it. There's two different adapters that adapt out to adapters. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Anyways, so that connects in. We've got our hydraulic hoses, of course, so that it's just a pass-through. You can see that it goes straight on through and then connects up to the front of the header if we need to connect those in. That's all that does. Very simple and straightforward. It's like Lego. It's really just like Lego. You just have to find the right fit to fit the right thing. That's it.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's enough manual labor for one day. I just had to kind of shove everything around here. That bucket's awfully heavy. But you can see, guys, how this works. It just kind of sits up on front here, and you've got your hoses that kind of connect through, and they're ready to be connected to whatever we need to connect to. Now, this is all fine and dandy and good, but there's still one problem we need to address. I got zero weight on this 6R. The 6175 has zero weight on it. You'd think it'd be able to handle a header, but it doesn't. So these back tires are going to lift off the ground as soon as I connect anything to the front of this thing. So we do need to add a weight to this. We do have a weight. I think I've got a... Where's my weight at? Oh, it's over in this shop. Where is it? Did we put it in here? Oh, there it is. It's right at the very back. Okay, we can bring that over. Let's go and we'll grab that. We'll grab the weight. Open sesame. Open sesame. There we go. Get that thing to work up. Ooh. And let's go take care of that. You knew I was going to get some use out of the skid steer, right? I mean, I had to get a little bit of use out of it somehow. All the way around we go. I fit that way? Nope, not going to fit that way. I parked the side by side right in the middle of there. Not a good spot for that. Not a good spot at all for that. All right, let's scoot on through. We'll grab that weight. We'll just, I think I should be able to pick it up on the forks, I think. Whoa, should work on the side, I believe. Right? I probably should strap this to the forks, but it's a short drive. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Right? Just don't tell anybody. Nice and easy. Lifty lift. All right. Oh boy. Oh man, it's funny. Even the weight on this thing is tough. It's real tough. Now, I mean, we could probably find some way of picking up the headers with the skid steer, guys, but it's so heavy. This little skid steer just can't seem to handle it. It's just the way it is. So we'll use the 6R, and that'll be okay. As long as I can kind of just ease this out and around. Oh, she's definitely a little on the heavy side. Even this, guys, I'm struggling here a little bit. Look at that. That's, you know what? This is the heaviest weight I can get my hands on. And the nice thing about doing this with the skid steer, guys, is that we can get it to the right height and don't have to mess around at all. Now, this is a 3,300 kg weight, 3,300 kilogram. This is the heaviest weight I could possibly get my hands on. And we're going to need all 3,300 kg of it to lift. Well, especially that soybean cutter. That thing is ultra heavy, especially with that air bar on it. For some reason, it is extremely heavy. So we're going to make sure we got a lot of weight on the back of this. I could have probably got some weights maybe for the wheels. That might have been an option for us, but this is the cheapest method, and you know what? It gets the job done. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't get this 332 to lift that thing. I'd like to do it that way. It's just not an option for us. So let's get this thing bolted on, and let's go see if we can move our headers around here. Perfect. It looks good to me. Let's get this thing lifted on up. Let's go do some work. Sweet. All right, guys, let's go. So the plan is simply to take this header off the trailer, and then we'll go slap the corn header down for the time being. We only got the one header trailer, so you got to make do with what you got, right? Let's we'll set this on up and go attach it on, and should be ready to rock and roll, I think. Man, that is a big header. Easy, easy, easy. Lift her on up. Come on. Nice and easy, like. Come on now. There we go. Off the trailer. Guys, I could feel the rear tires just floating right now. It's even with the weight we got on this thing, we're still a little back heavy, or a little back light, I should say. A little front heavy is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, front heavy. Let's pull this on back, nice and easy, like. Just get it out of the way, and we'll get that corn header into place, and we'll change these things out. Oh man, that is super heavy. Look at that thing; it's just dangling in there. All right, bean cutter has been attached. That's a lot of work just to get this one thing connected, guys. That was a bit much. Now, when you do this, make sure you don't leave the wrong part connected to the header. Yeah, ask me how I know that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, let's get out of here. We got some work to do. I'm gonna get Gertie to jump in the 8RT. She can grab the grain wagon with us. We'll bring that Kenworth up around the field as well, so we're ready to rock there. But like I said, we got 40 acres of soy to cut today. I want to finish those off, get those two fields into our bin. It's only 40 acres. Shouldn't take us too long to get through those two. Man, you can't see much when you got this this air bar up here. That air bar, like, look at how much space that's taken up. I can't see a thing. This is massive. Let's see if we can adjust this air bar down a bit. Maybe that'll help, but that is absolutely crazy. That's as low as she goes. I don't think that made much of a difference. Look at that. That air bar is just huge. That makes that totally blocks your view. You can't see anything up here. That's crazy. All right, well, Gertie's jumping into the field. She'll be in right behind us, but you know what? We might as well jump in here. Should be able to get this field done on one tank, I'm gonna guess. This is only about 12 acres, the front field. This is the closest field to our house as well, so it's really gonna take us no time at all. Let's get this thing set on up. So we're ready to rock there. There we go. Get that taken care of. And fire this on up. Everything sounds good. Everything looks good back there. Auger's working the way it should. Drop her down. Nice. All right, guys. In we go. Air bars fired up. Soybeans inbound. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Oh, yes. First cut of soybeans of the year. Like I said, we got 103 acres of corn. I believe we got around 20,000 bushels. Guys, we got 20,000 bushels of corn off that big field. Now, let's see what we get for soybeans. Oh man, the beans, we should get quite a few beans, but it's going to be tough to beat 103 acres of soy, or of corn, I should say. That was a lot of acres of corn we got the other day. That was a lot of harvesting. This is going to be a bit of an easier day for us, but it should still be very profitable. The soybeans always making good money off these money beans. Yeah, we'll have to see how much we're going to make off, how many bushels we're going to get off these little fields, but I'm looking pretty forward to it. This is looking good. Man, I haven't used the air bar before. This is a nice system. This new air bar, that looks pretty good. Look at that. I'm pretty happy about that. Looks pretty good. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at this. I mean, that's going to give us a little bit more yield. Should separate the beans a bit better to using that thing. But this new draper header, guys, that's the big thing right there. That big draper header. Look at that. You can see the beans going in. Looks great. So we just finished that first headland up and around, guys. We were getting pretty good yield off this. It's saying we're getting around the 90 bushels per acre mark, which is actually not bad at all. Really, 90 acres or 90 bushels per acre. We'll see what it says once we dump it into the bin here. I'm just going to jump in and pull this bin in a second. But so far, you can see if we look up on top, we're getting quite a few in here. That's only one headland. We still have a lot of room. I just wanted to empty this out and just to see what kind of yield we're going to get off this field. It seems like we're hit the right moisture content, to be honest with you guys. Things look pretty good right now. So let's just pull this on in. We'll dump this on out, and then I'll let Gertie handle the rest of this. But man, if that's what we're going to get, that's pretty. I'm pretty happy with that.
Did somebody say it's time for a montage?
Almost wrapped up on this first field, the first soybean field of the harvest, guys, and just take a look. 95.3 bushels per acre.
It's so thick.
That is ridiculous. That's a ton of soybeans. I mean, if you get above 60, I think 60 is like is a decent number for soybeans, and we're getting 95.3. Now, is that air system helping us out? I don't know if that's a big change, of course. But man, 95.3 bushels per acre of soybeans. Yeah, that's going to be some serious cash. That's not bad at all. And the other thing about this, though, this is a bit of an interesting field, guys. We did till this up. This was a grass field, so I don't know, maybe that's having something to do with it. We limed and fertilized the snot out of this, so that could be something to do with it. Now, straight ahead of us, you can see just ahead, there is a typical field right there. That was, I think, our first planted soybean field, to be honest. So we'll have to check on that one. We'll see what that one, we'll see if we get similar yields. I mean, the terrain, the moisture levels are all the same between these two fields. It should be the same, but 95.3 bushels per acre is not bad. We'll double check that number once we're done here. One more pass to go. We'll take a quick look, and we'll see if we're getting the same number off this, guys, as we finish this off. Once we go to dump these into our silo system, we'll see exactly what we're getting, if it's somewhere close. Yeah, let's set that back up. Last pass, and we'll see how that number jives with everything else. Like I said, we had about 12 acres here, so we should be a little over, what, just around that 1,200, 1,100 bushel mark for this one little field. We'll see when we get there. Well, we sent Gertie home for the day, but guys, I want to get into that back field if we can tonight. We'll see. We're a little late in the day. We're around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna grab some dinner here, but I'm hoping we can just keep on harvesting here. It's too good right now. If we're getting that kind of yield off these soybean fields, I want to get them off the ground and into our bins as soon as we can. Let's unload that, and we'll see how much we got off this, because that should be pretty good. All right, equipment's prepped for later on today, but look at, always a good sign when you can't fit everything into the one bin. You got to take up both. That's a good sign right there. Let's go take this over to the silos. We'll drop these in, and we'll see what we got here. looks pretty good. I'm not gonna spoil it quite yet. Let's open up the dry silo. There she goes, and open this on up. And soybeans inbound. All right, guys, I think I can spoil it. You're not gonna be able to see them, unfortunately, for many of the numbers I've got here. So all our gauges are showing that we've got 10,000 or 1,081 liters or bushels. Liters. 1,081 bushels of soybeans off that field. That's exactly where the math was leading to. I mean, it's a 12-acre field, roughing around 90 bushels per acre. That's substantial. That's really substantial. Like I said, if we get about 60 bushels, you're doing good. We got almost 90 bushels per acre out of that field, guys, on average. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, that there's gonna do it, guys. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's a pretty productive day, pretty productive field. We'll see what we get on the rest of the fields here on Millennial Farms. First day of harvest officially is coming to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, you guys know what to do down below. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell. And of course, the gold thumbs up goes to help out the channel as well, and I do appreciate it. Other than that, folks, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next time. For Millennial Farms, this is Klutch, over and out.